Someone or something was close by. I could hear it, but not see it. It was pitch black in the room I was in, and completely silent, except for the being near me. My heart began to race, and my breathing became shallow. As I heard whatever it was moving closer, my fear increased. I couldn't speak, and I couldn't move. Just as the being got close enough for me to see it, there was no face for me to see. There was nothing where one's face should be. And then I woke up, heart racing and breathing heavily. I was terrified. Hi, I'm Scott Knutson, and this has been a reoccurring nightmare I've had literally for decades. I have tried many times to figure out who or what this figure was, but each time I froze as I got close enough. Each time I couldn't speak, I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. When I would finally wake up from the fright, I was typically sweating, breathing heavily, and confused. It wasn't until the unexpected passing of my wife 2 years ago that I began down a path of reassessing, reflecting, and ultimately solving the mystery behind this nightmare. And it has everything to do with love. In addition to this nightmare, throughout my life, I've had this unusual feeling. The best way I can describe it is to say it feels as though something is going to burst out of me. Now, it never does, but that's how it feels. There's an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where a main character, Ensign Wesley Crusher, changes into a being that I describe as a light being. In the episode, the being is called a traveler. This humanoid light being is what comes to mind when I think about this thing that wants to burst out of me. Oh, and I should probably mention that this bursting feeling comes when a strong feeling of love is present. As I mentioned, all of this has been happening since the untimely passing of my wife. But what has also been happening is my reassessing of what love really is. Now, after much study of various religious traditions, quantum mechanics, a bit of theoretical physics, as well as reflection and discussions, here is the conclusion I've come to. According to Max Planck, the eminent quantum physicist, as well as many religious traditions, consciousness is the foundation of everything in the universe. Planck, as well as philosophers and spiritual guides like Rupert Spira, agree with me that consciousness is also love. This means that love is the foundation of everything in the universe. Now, the question is, how does knowing this help businesses succeed? We'll talk about that in the next video. Have a grand day.